after going through everything. I've done the Weight Watchers. I've done LA weight loss. I've probably been to every gym, Lifetime Fitness. I even tried the Lifetime Network on TV.
They got a workout program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I promise you, we're going to show you some good stuff. That tastes good. Because I think that's one of the conceptions when people say they want to lose weight. They think the food's not going to taste good. They can't have certain things. And you just have to know how to put it together. And to be honest with you, every time we go out to eat, it's a problem now. You have to just know how to put it together and how to have things that have flavor to them. You know, because I can't, I'm just not going to eat stuff that doesn't taste good.
Yeah, because I think one of the things, like you had posted a picture recently on Facebook, and we had did some like country potatoes in the morning time for breakfast, but you like it?
Oh yeah, it's really good.
But we used turnips instead of actual potatoes. And someone commented on his Facebook and said, "Are you on a diet?" And he says, "No, the first 3 letters of diet is die." And I think one of the things that people struggle with even initiating this type of journey is thinking, well, I'm gonna have to sacrifice this and I'm gonna have to give up flavor and I'm not gonna be able to eat the things that I love. And so I just don't even wanna go down that road to begin with. But I feel like this is so important to us because we've I don't want to say master, but we've gotten really good at how do we make healthy food taste flavorful and delicious where you want to eat it. So like we said,
we study food because we're kind of foodies to some degree.
We are, but it's hard now.
Yeah, we studied food and we really studied combinations and flavors. And like she said, we posted a picture of what we called keto breakfast potatoes, which were really not potatoes, they were turnips. But I'm telling you, it was off the chain. And you can taste the slight difference, but it was so flavorful in other ways that, it just really made up for it. But when you know how to put them together, because like you said, the key is how committed are you, right? And are you trying to do a diet? Because I watch people, they'll do their little diet fad, they'll lose weight, and then they'll turn around and put it right back on because they go back to their normal eating.
They burn out. Well, you can only eat brown rice and grilled chicken with no seasoning for so long, right?
With lemon sprinkled on top. What I decided to do was this is a lifestyle, right? So the changes we have made, we've moved from, we don't eat red meat, no pork, no beef, no lamb, anything like that. We just do fish and chicken. We are actually contemplating going to a pescatarian lifestyle, which is just seafood and no chicken. Not sure that we're going to do that yet, but we've been talking about that. And, looking at it as a lifestyle. It's not a diet. These are choices we've made to change our lives because, I got a 2-year-old running around. I want to be able to chase her around. I want to be able to pick her up. I want to be able to play and run and do all the things she wants to do. And I want to be around when she graduates. And I want to be around when she gets married. I want to walk her down the aisle. I mean, there's so many things that I've made a decision I want to do. And I'm not going to take buckets of pills to get there. Food is the greatest. I think it was Socrates said food is the greatest medicine. And so that's what we believe. Did you taste it yet?
Do you guys like it?
See what you think.
Which was your favorite?
I like them both.
Do you?
Yeah, I like them both.
And so you can change it up, right? So if you do it 7 days a week or whatever the case is, or 5 days, you change it, you rotate them so that it's not the same thing every day. And then you can, when you meal prep it, you can do it in Ziploc bags.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could take, because what we would do is take a bunch of Ziploc bags and we would do 5 for her and 5 for me. And then we would just stuff them with everything, right? Throw it in the freezer. And when you go to make see now it's frozen, so it's colder, right? So you just take the bag out, dump it in the mix, hit the blender, 1 minute, it's done. And
you wouldn't think it's faster, like I'll just do it from scratch every morning. It cuts so much time.
So much
it's convenient.
Time.
Yeah, and I think that's a big thing too, what you just said, prepping it ahead of time, because Even this morning, we had to be at the house at 6:30.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to make a smoothie. And
Yeah, and if you struggle already with trying to stay on track, it don't take nothing for you to be like, oh, I'm just not going to do it today. Like, I don't have
Exactly.
time. So when it's already ready, you cancel out the excuses you give yourself as to why you can't stay on track.
Yeah.
So what do you say to people who say, I'm eating for fuel and not for flavor?
Do you?
Yeah.
Because I eat for fuel as well. I don't live to eat, I eat to live, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm going to eat it, see, and it's funny because I've never been a drinker, right? I'll cook with wine, I'll cook with beer, like beer brats and stuff, and I'll cook them with onions and beer and stuff like that. So I'll cook with alcohol, but I'm not one to drink alcohol. And the reason being is I just don't like the taste. So, everybody has things they may struggle with or whatever, but that just was never a problem for me because I never liked the taste. So for me, if I'm going to eat it, it's got to taste good.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it don't taste good, I don't want it. I'd rather not eat than to have a bunch of stuff that I got to suffer through, holding my nose and choking it down just to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially when you know it's possible to eat healthy and have flavor and that type of thing. It's like, I don't know, for me, it's like I can do that for a certain amount of time, but at some point I'm going to burn out and I'm just going to go back to the way I used to eat because I can, personally for me, because there's like bodybuilders and people that, are really into
I was gonna
fitness
say,
that will just...
I had a personal trainer that she was a professional bodybuilder, and she was a vegan, and she was all natural, the natural bodybuilder. And so, she had to eat a certain way to get down to, I think it was like 3% body fat to compete. And so, that's where you have to have, water with lemon,
Fish in a Ziploc bag with
seasoned
lemon.
with lemon with a dash of water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not
right.
competing. I'm not trying to
Right.
get down to a skinny weight because there's people that are absolutely skinny and unhealthy.
Exactly.
And they call it
Skinny fat.
Skinny fat.
Skinny
I was called skinny fat one time. And yes, no, seriously, where you're thin, but you can't work out, you have no stamina, you have no energy, and you have more body fat than you actually think, just based off of your body composition.
Right.
And it's called skinny fat.
Wow.
Hi, this is Dr. Gene Herndon of Leadership Uncensored, and I want to take a moment to share with you about a weekly cast that we're going to do called M4 or Monday Morning Master's Mind. And it will be a short, powerful, practical leadership insight that you can apply to your ministry, to your business. And our goal and our purpose is to give you the confidence, the clarity, and the tools to help you to lead at the next level. And so what we have done is if you are interested in that podcast, please sign up on our website. If you go to geneherndon.com, put your information in there. Every Monday morning, you will receive an email that will have the link to that particular broadcast. And I guarantee it'll be a blessing to you, and I guarantee it'll bring value to your ministry and to your business. We understand the challenges that people face when you're a Christian business or in a Christian ministry. And so we want to make sure that we're providing the best help that we can to be a blessing to you. Until we see you, God bless you, and we'll see you on the other side.
Wow.
And we made the point that what we're trying to do is have 80% of our eating is plant-based, 20% is meat.
That's good.
One of the misnomers is, well, if you go vegan, where do you get your protein from? Well, okay, let's think for a second. Where do cows get their protein from? They eat.
Right.
So why would I have to eat a cow to get protein that I can get if I...
Exactly, which is processed through the cow. So.
That's it. So we wanted to share some stuff with you real quick as we go through these episodes. We use these for what we call snack packs. And so we make, we're going to show you how to do that, but we make these with just healthy snacks for the entire day. So as you're going out the house, you grab one of these, take it with you. As you're driving, sitting in the office, just snack on whatever's in here, and you can control obviously how much is here. Availability and accessibility of food, convenience is a big issue, right? So when you have something available, you can just get at it, right?
won't be stopping at McDonald's to get French fries.
These are the containers we use for the meal prep part, where it has 3 different containers and slots, and you put all of your different
Dinner
things in there.
lunches.
And then these are the shake bottles that we use. Has a little metal or wire shaker in here that literally, because as that sits for a while, it'll begin to separate.
Yeah.
And so you just put that in here, and you can shake it up and pop it open. Put your ice in there.
Shake it on the go.
And then one of the greatest tools for meal prep is a scale. Because what people don't understand, it's like when you take oil. Can you pass me the oil there, babe, real quick? What people don't understand is if I'm pouring oil into a dish, when you pour it, if you're holding it up this high, the moment you stop it, it still has to go down. So you're adding all that extra oil every time you use it. Measuring is the key, because when you look at a package and it has the calorie count on it, you gotta know what serving size that is. Because again, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is 200 calories. Who puts 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Nope. So by the time you're done, you got 600 calories in just the peanut butter. Because nuts and cheese are notorious for containing higher amounts of calories and fat. So you definitely need a scale. So what we've done is there's 20 of these
And 16
and 16 of these. There's this new scale and these 2 shaker bottles, and we bought this as a gift for you guys.
I want to send you guys off with success.
Merry Christmas.
We want to be a blessing to you, and
another scale.
that way we get you started on your meal
He's
prepping.
like, oh, thank you.
prepping journey. So,
No, it's needed. Thank you.
Hey y'all, it's Shayna from At the Tables with the Herndons. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning into our episodes. I pray that you guys are really enjoying this special episode that we're sharing on health and fitness and just living a healthy lifestyle. This is not for people that may be overweight or people that struggle with food. This is for everybody. And this is about living a healthy lifestyle. It's not about losing weight per se. You can be a skinny person and still be able to live a healthy lifestyle and to apply a lot of the things that we're sharing with you. So we want to engage you and have you be a part of this movement with us. What we want to do is, as you guys are meal prepping, or maybe you're at the gym working out, or just doing something that you enjoy, we want you to take pictures and we want you to tag the At the Table with the Herndons Facebook page and then hashtag Snatch It Back. And really what hashtag Snatch It Back means is we're just going to take responsibility and be accountable for our life, and knowing that we're not going to allow food to rule us, we're not going to allow bad behaviors to rule us and take over our lives, and that we truly are not a victim in this. Snatch It Back is all about bringing yourself back centered, being able to be in a place where you can do the things that God has called you to do and to run the race that He set before you, whether you're a Christian business owner or you're a senior pastor, or maybe you go to church and maybe you're a full-time mom. And so we all have the ability to snatch it back and to bring our lives back to where it needs to be, so that we can truly be at a place where we're available and ready to do kingdom business. So once again, just share your pictures, share your comments. If there's anything that you want to know or any questions that you have, you can just drop it below this video. And we're just so blessed to have you be a part of this journey with us as we move forward in our health journey. We just pray and wish you the best. And from our table to yours, we will see you next time. Stay tuned for future episodes. We love you and God bless.
These have been very helpful. You had mentioned the weight loss journey earlier, and when starting out with the 380 something pounds, the first 2 weeks that I started working out like 3 or 4 days a week, I was gaining weight. I gained like half a pound the first week, a full pound the next week. And it was because we didn't do any food prep. And I was trying to figure out what to do. And I'm not one of those people that eat the same thing every day. If it doesn't taste good to me, I just can't do it. And I know that's probably a bad thing for everybody else, but that whole eat for fuel and not for flavor thing, I'm like, you just say that because you can't cook.
And it's funny because a lot of people don't know there is such a thing called decision fatigue.
Yeah.
And decision fatigue is very real. And people don't realize that willpower is not an infinite resource.
Yeah.
Willpower has only a certain measure to it. So throughout the day, if you notice, most people eat the worst at night.
Yeah.
because their willpower is worn down through the whole day. And so if you remove the decision-making process from the very beginning, and you make decisions when your willpower and your understanding is where it needs to be, and you plan it out, then there's no choices anymore. It's already convenient, it's already done, grab, go. There's nothing to think about. Use your brain to make bigger executive decisions than to be dealing with what type of food to eat.
And can I ask you, not to cut you off, can I ask you guys a question? Do you guys have the same amount of irritation and aggravation talking to each other, trying to figure out, what are we gonna eat tonight? What do you want? I don't care. What do you want? You just choose. Well, I wanna have pizza. Well, I don't really want pizza. Okay, like that conversation. Listen,
I so hate that. I saw online where this lady put a jar, and everybody in the family got pieces of paper and wrote where they wanted to go. And then they balled them up and put them all in the jar. So whatever their night was for the family to go out to dinner, they would just reach in the jar. Whatever comes up, that's what everybody's doing. Because I'm like, we have that conversation to the point where I'm like, if I could just find a pill that I could take and not have to eat, I'd rather do it.
right, it's 10 o'clock at night, we're no longer hungry, and we make a bad decision. So because, we're talking about what do you want for dinner, the decision making throughout the day, like we're getting weaker and weaker as the hours pass, right? So by the time it's nighttime and we have to have that conversation and we have to think about what we want, and it takes hours to do so, it's just like,
we want to drink some water and go to bed.
exactly, or have a Big Mac. And obviously that's not good.
All right, well, we thank you guys for being with us for this first part of episode 3. We will see you again next week. Until then, from our table to yours, we love you and God bless you. We would love for you to leave some comments, likes, shares. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below the videos. We'd love to interact with you. If you want any copies of our recipes, just ask. Anything you need from us, we're more than happy to be a blessing to you. Please make sure that you support all that we're trying to do, because it's not easy doing what we do. And so when we see likes and we see shares, it sends us a signal, tells us that you like what we're doing and that you want more of it.
We want to know some of the things that you guys are dealing with and the things that you would like us to talk about, whether it's different subjects or even foods that you would like to see on the show. So we love you guys, from our table to yours. We will see you next time, and God bless.
So this is for the whole week, so it's just one snack pack a day?
Yep, one a day. And you'll be surprised how that will last you throughout the entire day.